Welcome, my friend, to the Super English Podcast, the show where we don't just learn a language, we learn how to unlock a whole new life. I'm your host, Lucifer, your English coach, your cheerleader, your guide, and today's episode might just be the moment that turns everything around for you. But first, let me ask you this. Have you ever been lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, thinking, there has to be more than this? More than just surviving. More than scrolling your phone in silence. More than the same conversations, the same streets, the same routines? You feel something inside you pulling, like a quiet, powerful voice whispering. You were made for more. If you've ever felt that, you're not alone. And today, this moment, this podcast, could be your spark. Because when you decide to learn English, you're not just learning grammar. You're building a bridge from where you are to where you could be. This isn't just about words. It's about waking up a part of yourself that's been asleep for too long. A part that believes you can change your life. Let's dive in. From fear to freedom. Let me introduce you to Amina. She lived in a quiet town in Egypt, where days passed like clockwork. She'd open her shop at sunrise, close it by sunset, and wonder, is this it? Then one day, as she scrolled YouTube, she saw something unusual. A girl just like her, same skin, same scarf, same background, speaking flawless English, working remotely, living in Bali. Amina stared. Her heart thudded in her chest. Not with jealousy, but with possibility. That night, something changed. She didn't sleep. She Googled how to start learning English. She was terrified. She could barely understand beginner videos. She had no one to practice with. But instead of saying, this is too hard, she asked herself, what if I just try? Fast forward 2 years. Amina now has clients in the UK, Zoom calls with Americans, and even took her first solo trip to Malaysia. She sent me a message last year. Learning English didn't just give me a job. It gave me my voice. The beginning? Oh, it's messy. You feel clumsy. You forget words mid-sentence. You hear your accent and cringe. But then, you get better. Bit by bit. And what starts as fear slowly turns into freedom. Freedom to speak. Freedom to earn. Freedom to live life on your own terms. So if you're scared, perfect. That means you're standing right in front of something extraordinary. Travel, taste, and transformation. Imagine this. You're walking through a street market in Bangkok. Colors. Smells. Music. You hear laughter from a nearby stall and someone asks, where are you from? You answer confidently in English. You ask for directions. Make a joke. Share a laugh. You're not just a tourist anymore. You belong. Meet Diego, a waiter from Brazil. He dreamed of visiting Europe, but didn't want to feel like an outsider. He said, I don't want to just take pictures. I want to connect. So at 5 a.m. every morning, before his shift, he practiced. Podcasts, YouTube, English songs. He even recorded himself talking about the weather, just for practice. When he finally arrived in Paris, magic happened. He made friends at his hostel, helped a lost couple find their hotel, flirted with a barista in London, all in English. He didn't just visit places. He lived them. He felt them. He made memories he'll talk about for years. And that's what English gives you, a deeper, richer way to experience the world. Because English isn't just a language. It's your global passport. Without it, the world is closed captions. With it, it's surround sound. From broke to boss, the career shift. Let's talk money. Money isn't everything, but let's be honest, it matters. And English? It can change your paycheck. Meet Rina from the Philippines. She worked in a call center, long shifts, low pay, limited future. One day, her supervisor said something casual. "Your English is good. Why don't you apply for a remote job?" At first, she laughed. Who would hire me? But deep inside, she wondered, what if I stopped waiting for permission and just tried? She started taking online classes. She rewrote her resume in English. She joined a freelancing site and applied for everything. 1 month later, she got hired by a US startup. Now, she earns double, works from home, travels on weekends. And last Christmas, she bought her mom a new washing machine, the one she'd promised for years. English didn't just change her job. It changed her story. So if you've ever thought, if only my English was better, don't wait. Start now. Your next job interview might just be in English. And your new life might be one sentence away. The confidence glow up. Let's talk about something you don't see on a resume. Confidence. Not the loud kind. The real kind. The kind that lets you stand a little taller, breathe a little deeper, and walk into a room knowing you deserve to be there. Meet Hina, a shy girl from Pakistan who never raised her hand in class. She loved English songs, but hated her own voice. Until one day, she decided to sing. Just for herself. Alone. Behind a locked door. Then she started reading aloud. Mimicking interviews. Practicing conversations. Eventually, she joined a virtual English club. Her hands shook. Her throat felt dry. But she spoke. And nobody laughed. In fact, people clapped. Now, Hina runs her own YouTube channel in English. She teaches others how to build confidence through language. Her secret? She showed up. Every day. Even when she was scared. That's how confidence is built. Brick by brick. Word by word. Step by step. Access to the world's stories. You want to learn something? Anything? Guess what? The first videos, the best books, the top podcasts are almost always in English. That's not fair, maybe. But it's real. Meet Farhan, a 19-year-old from Bangladesh. He loved coding, but every tutorial that really helped. All in English. He struggled. Paused. Rewound. Subtitled. But he kept going. Now he freelances for clients in Canada and runs his own podcast in English. English didn't just teach him coding. It unlocked a universe of knowledge. It can do the same for you. Want to learn how to invest? Start a business? Understand psychology? It all starts with understanding the language of global knowledge. Connection, culture, and courage. Let's talk about love. Yes, love. Because learning English can bring you closer to people you'd otherwise never meet. Take Rosa from Spain. She joined an online book club to practice English. There, she met someone, a guy from the UK, who also loved Harry Potter and terrible puns. They started messaging, then calling, then dating. Now they travel the world together. And they still argue over who speaks better English. But it's not just about romance. It's about belonging. English is a bridge to friendships, cultures, ideas, and jokes you'd otherwise miss. When you speak English, the world becomes smaller, friendlier, more yours. Your turn to begin. So here we are. You've heard the stories. You've felt the moments, the fear, the freedom, the fire. Now it's your turn. Learning English won't be perfect, but it will be powerful. You'll stutter. You'll mess up. You'll laugh at yourself. And then one day, you'll realize you're speaking without thinking, reading without translating, dreaming in English. That's the moment that changes everything. So repeat what you love. Watch this podcast twice. Whisper words in the mirror. Make mistakes loudly. The world is waiting. And it speaks English. Be bold. Be brave. Be you, but louder. Because when you learn English, you don't just change how you speak. You change how you live. You dream bigger. You reach higher. You connect deeper. So go on. This is your moment. Let's make it count. I'm Lucifer, and I'll be right here in your headphones, in your heart, every step of the way. See you in the next episode.